First, the top news headlines. Chief Minister inaugurates 400-bedded COVID care center at Lamjingbatomtv. Health Department signs MOU with public-private hospitals. Jennings ATC to remain closed for 48 hours after one test positive. Very good evening and welcome to Times of Manipur. This is SURAJ giving you the news. Now the news in detail. Chief Minister Nongthoma Biren Singh today stated that Manipur has already set in local transmission stage or stage 2 of COVID-19 pandemic. Chief Minister inaugurated a 400-bedded COVID care center at Manipur Trade and Expo Center, Lamjingbatomtv. On the sideline of the event, Biren also called on the people not to cover up any detail related to COVID-19. Chief Minister said that his government has no compensation plan for the keen of corona victims as of now. Deputy Chief Minister Y. J. Kumar, Health Minister L. Jayantikumar, Health Services Director Dr. K. Raju, newly appointed Chief Secretary in charge Rajesh Kumar and officials of Health Department were present at the occasion. The COVID Care Center has 2 male wards and 2 female wards. Biren told reporters that his government has been tackling the corona situation in the state. Commenting on the newly opened COVID Care Center, Chief Minister Biren said that the government has a plan to make it a 1,000-bedded center soon. He further appealed to the public members not to flout the pandemic and said the state has already set in local transmission stage.
Aduna masidagi ngathoknaba ekoi lockdown budi sathari lockdown satharago so koi yamaroina sidi awareness koi gi praja gi marakte awareness darkar leiba ado koi si bhaba mai ta ta da baduna pangchat chanaba pangdok do tonaba isa yam laibak thibaje koi da laina sima ingoda chingnaba leire harga conceal to use conceal to ga lot laga satpa sidagi ayamba effect awe se local transmission makti hore na lobo yare koi madu makti koi but community transmission makti koi haibang amdri but local transmission di hore na koi adu made koi bed ki khana gi leire bed ki facility du washing corner raktaba adna singa si loisilabani na ai tasengna thagali PWD gi adu koi health department gi leire mayam puna mai thagali si timely smine loisilla kanda hujikti any patient lakpa kanda corona gi kari gi lakpa kanda koi phajana sidaida marang kaina thamaga yengmang amani haibigi anai health department aduga PWD gi tawriba puna mai appreciate tawe.
In a query by TOMTV reporter, Chief Minister Biren denied discrimination against non-COVID patients at government hospitals.
Madugi detail do hore nai honorable health minister ga jo haina re madu detailed data collect or kanda honorable health minister na madugi am clear cut explanation ama clarification ama dorni but in the meantime generally any government hospital the rims wagera jenims wagera general gi lakbalai anabasing avoid to bolite admission to bolite yeng de bolite hoi kana gumba hujik loina antigen sing hospital thing loina thaman gare rangai phadana singarga lakpa sing dudi madugi test orga sanghanna ba adum madakara matam lokthok loksin togni aduna general public to madugi akhoi gi anaba kidney gi naba natragana adugi naba akhoi sanghan re delivery gi sanghan re na tobuse masi amatta leite horen details dudi koi honorable minister health na after collecting details from the district hospitals in the kari hairu bono kari do bono kamai to no to kanda clarification amala ani friend.
7 public healthcare centers and 3 private hospitals of Manipur have signed a memorandum of understanding MOU for implementation of Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana ABPMJAY and Chief Minister Gi Hakchel Gitingbang CMHD across Manipur. The MOU was signed with representatives of the hospitals in Health Minister L. Jayantikumar's chamber at All Secretariat Imphal. The hospitals were Maipak P Maternity and Child Hospital, Sub-Hospital Sugnu, Community Health Center Kakching, Community Health Center Sekmai, Community Health Center Saikul, More Hospital, Urban Health Center Singjamei, Primary Health Center Maram, Imphal Heart Institute and Samaritan Nursing Home. The move aims to ensure active participation of the public and private hospitals in building a robust healthcare infrastructure in the state. ATC Accident and Trauma Center of Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Medical Sciences, JNIMS, Imphal will remain closed for 48 hours after a patient of the center was tested positive for COVID-19. The decision comes after an emergency meeting of heads of different departments of the hospital, chief medical officers, ATC, NS, DNS and representatives of JSA held today at the administrative block convened by the Treatment Core Committee. Emergency cases will be treated on the first floor of the OPD block of the hospital. A team of doctors and nurses under the leadership of Medical Superintendent will take up necessary steps to arrange a separate site for COVID suspects on the first floor of the OPD. The team also make arrangements for shifting antenatal checkup at ANW to the OPD. Also, a team of doctors and nurses under the leadership of Medical Superintendent will arrange a separate OT for COVID-positive patients. Community Medicine Department under the leadership of Head of Department Professor L. Usharani will initiate contact tracing and decide isolation of healthcare workers as per the existing MOHFW guidelines. Well, it's time now for a short commercial break. Do stay tuned.
Khanganjaba Oiragliba COVID-19 Laichat Namaram Oiraga Lamjingba Hospital and Medical Research Institute Private Limited na Obstetrics Amadi Gynecology ki oina plan cases kaktamak lawzaragani. Akopamorol gidamak makhada pijariba number sida contact tawbiyo. Contact number 8258967890. Khanganjariba Dr. R.K. Kumarjit, Medical Superintendent, Lamjingba Hospital and Medical Research Institute Private Limited.
Another feature single na Lecture Dachan Ready Gold. Distinctive LED DRLS, 20-inch 32cm infotainment screen, smart drive auto, spacious cabin, flexible storage capacity, intuitive reverse parking assist camera, starting price 3 lakh. Booking kidama ngasi maglengsing birau Island Nissan Kantipur near Standard Robert Higher Secondary School.
Downtown University Jahi Manghan Biganu Adumgi Ichabu Jahi Manghan Biganu. Northeast India's most placement driven university ama oiriba Assam Downtown University ki admission haujare. Pandemic asigi yenglaga online class su September amadagi haujaragani. Engineering, paramedical amadi allied course singda ming chanbining basingna Assam Downtown University admission office Babupara Bosem Imphal lerak talak piduna form lobiyu ming chanbiyu amadi tanabiyu.
Welcome back after the break. Union Home Minister Amit Shah, Karnataka Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa and Tamil Nadu Governor Bhanuvari Lal Purohit have tested positive for coronavirus. The latest among high-profile politicians in India to have contracted the novel coronavirus. Home Minister Amit Shah took to Twitter and informed that he had undergone a coronavirus test after showing initial symptoms. According to media reports, Amit Shah has been admitted to Medanta Hospital in Gurugram. The total coronavirus cases in India surged to 17.5 lakh yesterday, while the death toll climbed to 37,364. The recovery rate among coronavirus patients has risen to 65.44%, while the fatality rate has further dropped to 2.13%. Global coronavirus cases have crossed the 18 million mark with over 6.87 lakh deaths worldwide. Meanwhile, an alarming situation has come to the fore in Lucknow after it was found that in the last 9 days, as many as 2,290 patients who have tested positive for coronavirus have submitted their false information including name, address, contact number, etc. to the local administration during their test. As per the information received, all these 2,290 patients were examined between July 23rd to July 31st last. The administration got to know about this fraud when they tried to contact the patients to inform them about their COVID-19 reports. The local administration immediately sought the help of Uttar Pradesh Police Surveillance Division, after which 1,171 people were traced and admitted to the hospital. However, 1,119 patients are still untraceable and a hunt to trace them is on. Manipur reported 61 new cases of COVID-19 in the last 24 hours, taking the total tally to 2,831. The positive cases were detected at Virus Research and Diagnostic Laboratories (VRDLs) of RIMS, Jennings and Bhavina Diagnostic Center. As per the update from COVID-19 Common Control Room, the positive cases are from Imphal West, Thoubal, Kangpokpi, Senapati, Churachandpur and Chandel districts. In the last 24 hours, 38 persons were discharged from RIMS Jennings COVID Care Center at Maitram, Thoubal, Kakching, More and RD wing after they were found to be COVID-19 free after RT-PCR test. Currently, the state has 1,087 active cases, while the recovered cases have reached 1,737 so far. The recovery rate stands at 61.07% as of today. One more COVID-19 fatality was reported yesterday. The death toll in the state stands at 7. United People Welfare Association or UPWA Club Langthabal Kunja Awanglekai today distributed pulses and 5 kg rice each to 239 migrant workers at Langthabal Kunja Awanglekai for the second time. The rice was distributed under the supervision of Imphal West Deputy Commissioner in view of the COVID-19 lockdown. In view of the rapid surge in COVID-19 cases in the state and across the globe, the All Manipur Students Union AMSU today appealed to each and everyone to follow the WHO guidelines to contain the pandemic. AMSU in a press note stated that the union is also concerned about the education sector. On July 6 last, the University Grants Commission UGC announced for conduct of terminal semester examination in September next for the welfare of the students across the country. AMSU mentioned, however, the UGC decision drew flags from different quarters. As per the UGC guidelines, Manipur University also issued a notification and a timetable for the terminal semester examination for the undergraduates and postgraduates to be commenced from first week of September. AMSU said it also opposes the UGC guidelines taking into account the prevailing COVID-19 situation. Indian Red Cross Society Jiribam today distributed face masks and hand gloves to media persons, police personnel, civil society organizations and quarantine centers in the district. The places were UBI Jiribam, Foreigners Jiri Police, CID Foreigner Checkpost SB, SP Jiribam, VDF Jiribam, Jiribam Municipal Council, Kasturba Girls High School Quarantine Center, RK Sanatombi Vidyalaya Quarantine Center, JMC Multi-Complex Hall, Ziri News Network, JNN, Ziri Development Organization JDO and all Jiribam United Clubs Association Ajuka. During the distribution, H. Rajan Kumar Singh appealed people to follow the COVID-19 lockdown guidelines.
Municipal Council area Municipal Council asi koli sing sida thawai chang yauna ayung din khakta na hona jaba sida jiri Municipal Council su ekoina marks amadi hand go sing bak na sije khudol tam jabani asina covid asi de khoi safe oina leina be damak ta ihana ba da khoina tawgada basi khoi sai sa si hana safe oina be damta khoi hona si.
Nita Rambam, Deputy Commissioner of Bishnupur District, today declared Nacho Mayailekai under Bishnupur Police Station a containment zone banning entry and exit of people, initiating active surveillance of COVID-19 cases. The order comes after a resident of Nacho Mayailekai, Bishnupur District has tested COVID-19 positive. DC Nita Rambam warns that any person who violates the containment measures will be punished under Section 188 of Indian Penal Code 1860. Deputy Commissioner Thoubal District and Bandana yesterday declared Samaram Wangjing S. Kelerak, Tentha Kuno and Tentha Khongbal Ward number 9 under Thoubal District as containment zones, banning entry and exit of people, initiating active surveillance of COVID-19 cases. The order comes after 4 residents of these localities have tested COVID-19 positive. Any person who violates the containment measures will be punished under Section 188 of Indian Penal Code 1860, warned DC and Bandana. Haukhaw Mamang Women's Association, Thoubal District today appealed to Chief Minister and Biren to suspend issuance of ILP pass to outsiders in view of the COVID-19 pandemic. On March 18, 2020, Chief Minister and Biren ordered temporary suspension of ILP in the wake of coronavirus pandemic. Special Secretary Home Government of Manipur Gyan Prakash issued a new notification reactivating Inner Line Permit ILP on July 21st last. The association in a release also said that the number of COVID cases has surged in the state and demanded the Chief Minister to suspend the permit until the situation is improved. All Assam Manipuri Students Union Amsu Karimganj district has kicked off an online placard public awareness and poster campaign to promote Manipuri language in Karimganj district. Kalachira, Moirangkhun, Hingla, Patharkandi, Laisram Khun, Hattai and Nilambaza of Karimganj district have Meitei populations. Speaking to TOMTV, Amsu Karimganj district committee president Laisram Bir lamented over the Assam government negligence towards the Meitei community in the state. The Village Defence Force VDF quarter at Barrack Reserve Line of Jiribam Police Station is in a very pitiable condition. The Jiribam District VDF Welfare Association said that the authority has ignored their plights. There are around 300 VDF personnel in Jiribam working in frontline. Speaking to our Jiribam correspondents, Association President O. Bisem Vor Singh said that they have faced difficulties at the residential quarter, including the kitchen area. He added that last year, District Superintendent of Police M. Movie inspected the post, but nothing concrete action has been taken till then.
VDF singna leiriba barik asin nong jubuna maram oiraga aikoi leibang khotham natai chadre amadi aikoina meski wana chai sing thongiba kitchen asi nong juba amadi mawang tadabana asi athuba tamda sarkar gi pungning chinjari.
Kakching, Wabugai and 3 quarantine centers were sanitized today. Bhubon Technical and Skill Development Private Limited Chairman Naurem Nabachandra, Manipur Unit BJP General Secretary No. 1 and former Wabugai Constituency MLA Dr. Usam Deben, BJP State Unit Secretary and Kakching Municipal Council Board No. 7 Councillor Sandham Premita Devi, BJP Kakching District President Usam Ibomcha, proprietor of Bhubon and Leiren Brickfield Kakching, Naurem Nopur Singh and volunteers of Social Welfare Club Kairak took part in the sanitization program. Let's take another short commercial break. Stay tuned.
Sengdok Saba, Tasigi Amagi Ayukta, White House and Troxinjindagi, Easy Light Churu Faki Bagi Matang the Pankiva, Tiam Manning Lekaidagi, Tiam Govin Singh Hairibami Ashida, Sinagadavani Haikibadu, Onakre, Lilong the Gay, Akbar Kaubami Amada, Sinagadavani Haigadavani, Tiam Govin Hairibami Ashi, Hiram Amatada, Marilene De, Sengdok Sariba, M. Utam Singh, Kaitel Manbi.
A-Kid Center, Gari Makhalekai gi Imphal Valley Academy da hangliba center asina NET amadi IIT JEE experience singda top makhal gi coaching piri LN Akash Fitji amadi Kota Rajasthan gi experience leraba faculty singna center asida takpi tambiri.
I am Sudhir Inam and I am a student of Commerce School and I choose A-Kid.
I am SURAJ. I am a student of Science National School, Odisha and I choose A-Kid.
I am Robertson Hong Sangbom. I am a student of Harvard School and I choose A-Kid.
Karan Rong Sangbom Commerce School and I choose A-Kid.
Online admissions open. Register today.
Manipur University da affiliate Tauraba South Asian Institute of Rural and Agricultural Management Sairam Langjing Achoba Imphal West ki admission hausare. Course singdi BSc Agriculture, BSc Horticulture amadi Bachelor of Business Administration BBN. Aku pamarol gidamak ekhogi website www.sairam.org.in natraga 7641929924 da contact tawbiyo.
Awaba Fongdopa Nongpok Ningthau Panthubi Ima Ipa Anigi Seba Matam Sangna Tawiramba Ahal Ibungo Naurem Angau Maitena Mahaki Punsi Sengzel Loiraduna Imung Manung Sagai Natai Amadi Marup Mapang Khwai Pumna Mapu Thadok Lamlaga Haukiba Chaichat Kunmathoi Lisingani Kun Thawan gi Nong Mapanba Leipak Pupa Numita Taibang Mapugi Laikolda Leirang Leinam Oina Tinkre Mahakna Lekhidabada Nongpok Ningthau Panthubi Ima Ipa Lai Committee na Awaba Fongdok Pagaloinana Mapugi Laikolda Ingna Chingna Leirunaba Thauni Zari Awaba Fongdok Chariba Nongpok Ningthau Panthubi Ima Ipa Lai Committee.
Welcome back. Bengun Youth Development Association BYDA Bengun Maya Lekai Mayang Imphal today condemned the rumor that 3 cops from Bengun area could not be traced for COVID-19 test. A release said that amid the COVID-19 pandemic, such rumors can create unnecessary panic among the people. The association said the 3 cops were found undergoing home quarantine. All Sports Association of Manipur has congratulated Association General Secretary Thingom Roshan Singh, who has been conferred the title of Grand Master by VGG International Sports Academy. Thingom Roshan is also the member of Notice India Martial Arts Federation, affiliated to Notice India Martial Arts Federation. Founder President of All Sports Association of Manipur, NG Jit Kumancha, and all members also expressed pleasure over getting permission to set up a branch of VGZ International Sports Academy in India. On the day when Mizoram's COVID-19 tally stands at 482, 8 patients have been discharged from the hospitals today. The patients have been discharged after they tested negative for COVID-19. While 6 COVID-19 patients were discharged from Aizawl, 2 from Champhai district as per a media report. According to the data shared by the State Information and Public Relations Department, Mizoram currently has 216 active cases, while a total of 266 patients have discharged. Of the total 482 COVID-19 positive cases registered in Mizoram so far, 375 are males and 107 are females, while 1 case was migrated from the state. There is no report of any death due to COVID-19 infection in Mizoram. 20 security personnel, including 13 BSF and 7 other armed forces, are among the 28 persons who tested positive for COVID-19 today in Meghalaya. While 21 of them are new positive cases from East Khasi Hills district, 13 BSF, 2 other armed forces and 6 civilians. 5 are from RI Bhoi district, all armed forces, and 2 civilians from West Jintia Hills district. With 28 new positive cases, Meghalaya now recorded a total of 902 cases, which includes 633 active cases, 264 recovery cases, and 5 death cases. Tripura registered 3 new COVID-19 related deaths and 141 new positive cases, taking the state's tally to 5,389 yesterday. According to media reports, all the 3 deaths were reported from Agartala Government Medical College, taking the state's death toll to 27. Meanwhile, the COVID-19 media bulletin informed that currently 237 persons are under facility quarantine, while 3,984 are under home quarantine. A total of 3,605 persons have been discharged from different COVID care centers across the state. So far, a total of 1,80,685 samples have collected and tested, of which 5,389 persons have tested positive for the virus, with 27 deaths and 1,739 active cases. The positivity rate stands at 2.97%, tests per million at 44,265, while the recovery rate stands at 68.89% and mortality rate at 0.50%. The flood situation in Assam has shown signs of improvement in several districts since Saturday, as the number of people affected by the deluge has come down. According to official data, the number of flood-affected people in Assam has come down from 10,62,764 to 8,54,235. Even though the situation is improving, however, the Brahmaputra in Jorhat, Sonitpur and Dhubri Dhansiri in Golaghat, Jiabharali in Sonitpur, Kopili in Nagaon, Beki in Barpeta and Sankos in Dhubri districts continue to flow above the danger level, the Central Water Commission said on Sunday. The Assam State Disaster Management Authority ASDMA's daily flood bulletin stated that 1,087 villages under 49 revenue circles continue to reel under the deluge in 19 districts of Dhemaji, Lakhimpur, Biswanath, Baksa, Nalbari, Barpeta, Chirang, Bongaigaon, Kokrajhar, Dhubri, South Salmara, Golpara, Kamrup Metro, Morigaon, Nagaon, Golaghat, Jorhat and Sibsagar. 11,887 people are taking shelter in 93 relief camps in the affected districts, the bulletin added. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today thanked everyone involved in promoting, teaching and using Sanskrit language. Sanskrit Day is observed every year on the full moon day of Hindu calendar month of Shravan. The Prime Minister described Sanskrit as a beautiful language which has made India a repository of knowledge for many years. He urged everyone to work towards making Sanskrit more popular, according to media reports. On August 5th, while all attention will be on Ayodhya with the first bricks for the construction of the Ram temple to be laid. 130 kilometers away in Lucknow, a special CBI court will continue hearing the Babri Masjid demolition case. Some of the leading players of the temple movement may be present in Ayodhya on the day, but as accused in the demolition case, their fate will soon be decided by the court. As per media reports, last year on November 9th, a Supreme Court bench headed by the then Chief Justice of India, Ranjan Gogoi, had brought to an end the long-standing title suit over the Ram Janmabhoomi Babri Masjid dispute. In a unanimous verdict, the bench ruled in favor of the Hindu litigants and ordered that the disputed 2.77 acre of land be handed over to a trust to be set up by the Center for Construction of a Temple. With one case reaching finality in the apex court, focus has shifted to the other case. The case of demolition, which began after December 6, 1992, the Supreme Court in its title suit judgment had also observed that the demolition of the mosque was a criminal act. Pune-based Serum Institute of India (SII) has been given a green light by the Drugs Controller General of India (DCGI) for conducting the Phase 2 and 3 human clinical trials of the COVID-19 vaccine candidate developed by Oxford University. News agency PTI has reported. The news agency reported, citing unnamed government officials as saying that the approval to SII was granted by Dr. V.G. Somani led on Sunday after a thorough evaluation based on the recommendations of the Subject Expert Committee SEC on COVID-19, according to Hindustan Times. The firm has to submit safety data evaluated by the Data Safety Monitoring Board DSMB to the CDSCO before proceeding to Phase 3 clinical trials, a senior official was quoted as saying by PTI. The World Health Organization warned today that while there were strong hopes for a COVID-19 vaccine, there might never be a silver bullet for the coronavirus that has infected millions around the world. There is no silver bullet at the moment, and there might never be, Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus told a virtual news briefing from the UN body's headquarters in Geneva, according to a media report. Do join TOMTV's new program, Your Voice, Adomgi Khonjel. Be a citizen journalist. Let's listen to today's Your Voice.
Malem gi laichat oiriba COVID-19 gi laina laichat asi akhoi asida su rimsta technician oibai na ibungo amana gi mathang de gi longna jadana hojik fawda akhoi mioi chama ga marfu test tawgi baji tarik kuma panda phase ama tarik kunthra da phase ama tawgi baji dagi region ji akhoi de hojik fawda phangjari si yankhai muktagi hena ta phangjadri hariba phe region ka humpu yankhai muk si ju phase ahum thongna thadok pirakpani hojik si chawrangna chama ga kun wali humpu da muk thadok pirakpasi dagi akhoi gi laka asigi oina COVID positive si trying oiriba sigi da su magi imungi amu makhagi downline chingda mayam amu oirakpa yabagi akiba leibadagi ngasi simak Imphal West ki COVID test tawba moibiriba Oriental College sida khoi lakai asigi charana mioi chani chahum amu su pareng sana leidi moida oiragadi mathang downline taraktana khonang phedek pi amadi akoiba lakai asigi mipum khudima mipum tingna COVID positive si oiraktana malengi mafam mayam da oiriba sida Manipur gi Imphal West ki manung dagi khonang phedek pi asiju COVID-19 gi map ta yam chauna mafam ama kanba yabagi chingna bado khoi leijari loina na sarkar gi maikai dagi lenga ki maikai dagi akoina puni chingchin jari basi COVID-19 gi na basi khabar da aduga advertisement da TV channel sing da yam section na lenga ki maikai dagi masi khoi chingnana ba section da lokhat patai no taje adubu lekai asi da tholaba matung da lekai asi da leijaba miyo ema oina thengnara ba matung da di masi akoi karima ta yam section na lobagi mami ema ta tajade ngasi bawba da COVID-19 train thoi oikraba lekai asi da akoina lenga ki maikai dagi phangjari ba tengbang asi ahan bada bus tharaktana mi trip ahum mari khak honbagi test hongiba aduga naraba positive oiriba train thoi si ambulance anirak laga lokhat kiba si khak natana lenga ki maike degi mafam asi da karima ta khoi da tengbang ojadri adubu khorang badi bibu koliba singge PS ki personnel sing dudi ngahak leitana kalam ka pau phawna jadana laka asi da changbi raktana osi ki maike degi ju chawrobo mating adumadi pibiri adubu lengai ke makai degi makha hena akhoida awareness pibi ba aduga hidak langthagi maramda SOP gi matang si tawdabani si tawroidabani haibegi wafam adusu laktri aduga lekai asina hujikta khudong thiba yaksal laibadi containment zone si lekai sida mapam ani hom zone lawrak paduna hujikti khonang godi pumba containment zone gi makha pon khrabagi matungna akhoi gi lekai da leijariba dukan pumba lole phikau da paisa yauraga ju pochei leiba phanglaktre aduga akhoina atopa lekai da chalu basi ju akhoi isana ju tanjare thangnaba lekai na ju akhoi da ningko yengba miyeng amasu adum lainare ade maru oina akhoi gi lekai si PHCD gi toti ising haina khangnari be ising asi tadabadi nati tai adubu ising asina yungthong khodimak tabasu nati tarakpa matamda minute jam 10 hafta amada ani rakhtang tarakpana ising gi awabasi madi kalen gi matam warakpa aduga hujik khutsa yam toina hamgadabani aduga iru jawai thaja sengna legadabani haibasi ising gi awabasi madi asuki matik leire lekai asi toti tana thangnaba lekai asi dagi water ising lanai karbar tongbiba sing dagi ising leiraga akhoi chajabani marakta awarapa sammani adubu hairiba ising asi su leiba ngambagi akhoida paisabado leijage haraga su lekai asi gi leiriba anabagi phibam masina thangnaba lekai singi kanggu dagi ising leibagi ayaba si su akhoida piraktre masi su akhoi atopa lekai gi thangnaba lekai de chawjaruba nate anaba sine hena lumna aina hena lumna laungnabadugi mahe duni masi lengang na khara hena section na tawbiragadi khonang khoi de bi tariba dosa si asigumna atopa lekai sing da thangnana mathang ta khidanabadu akhoi khonang khoi de bi gi praja moina khwagi mapamda khanganjari lengak ta khanganjari madudi mioi ama khaktang positive oiram pasidagi lekai asida train thoi oirakpagi reason ji thadorokpada thengkhang ahumlakta ahanbada anirak suba thadorokpada ama oiba aduga aniraka akonbagi anirak suba thadokpasida mioi tara plap oiraklibani aduga ngasi sidaisa sarakpa khoina lekai gi hana tawkiba result chi chamaga kunguma lemhori ene pajai chama kunji da khoi kaya yarongani khangde natraga chama kunji da su ngasi kunthra muktang thadok piraktori bra khangde nombagi macit thadorokpasina ngasi khara nabagi amuk test tawwa hayena khara nabagi amuk test tawwa aduga lenga ki chathariba thawong si maru ene health department gi chathariba thawong sidi yausang loiraga abir thungbaina ahlamana haina ba aduga mu pawro badu akhoi yam pajana akhoi ningjang jai khonang pedek bisi kaktang COVID-19 sida makhoi kaktang narasan oina inthokpadi yagani haiba thajade khonang pedek bigi mioi singsisu thoktaba yadabani na mana ngamna batumina thongnarakani akhoi ga samnadaba su yaroi aduna lengaki maikei dagi Manipur bu kannanaba COVID-19 asidagi Manipur kannanaba honabada lawiriba thawdang adu kharaga hena yangjanna section lawhanningi aduga khonang pedek bigi lairiba praja pumbasi yumthong tingna COVID test asi tawhan biraga hena makhatana sanduroktana bo honabada tengbang biu khonang pe depidagi thangnaba lekai pumbada muk sanduroktana bo honabada chu tengbang biu haiduna lenga ki puning chingjanjari maru oina lekai asida yamna nuksibiba utpiriba hanagi mamangda yam utpiriba daiba so called social worker singsu hauji COVID-19 sidadi kasu thoidokpa uradre so called social worker singju akhoi lekai ama khonang pe depi leiri ebisi ningjang bibu phai natragadi hayeng 2022 chi kuidrabani 2022 da so called social worker singchina lakpada khonang pe depi ki praja mayamna sumchit pairaga taramna okpagi khongthang adu lawrokpasu yai haibasi masu lekai sibu nungsiba sabiriba singi mafamdasu khonang pe depi ki praja moina hajari.
Before we wind up, let's have a quick look at the top news headlines once again. Chief Minister inaugurates 400-bedded COVID care center at Lamboy Kongnangkong. Health Department signs MOU with public-private hospitals. And Jennings ATC to remain closed for 48 hours after one test positive. Well, that's all for now. Keep watching Times of Manipur.